Welcome to week 5. So we are going to talk about multimedia principles. I hope everyone had a good weekend and did not have any challenges, lose any power, or any of the sort from our hurricane that was coming. So what we have this week is we have our discussion forum. So again, our initial post is due on Thursday. I'd like to see your replies by Sunday. This week also we're going to start working on our team projects. This is the project that's going to be done with our Articulate Storyline, 360 or Rise. Your groups will get to decide which. So for right now, what I want you to do is I want you to all go in by Thursday and post an idea you have for a multimedia project. Now for this multimedia project, it's going to be between 30 and 60 minutes, so it's a little bit longer than what you did with your individual projects. So go ahead and post some of the ideas that you have, and what we'll do is we'll sort of see if we can find some synergy around any particular ideas. At this point, it's a brainstorm, so throw out any and all ideas that you have that you're interested in. Some of you had some great ideas for our individual projects that were a little bit out of scope. This might be an opportunity for you to sort of tie that in together. And a reminder, our individual projects are due October 7th. So with the discussion forums, we're not going to have discussion forum moderators. I know I've mentioned it before that I was going to evaluate. We're going to make a decision. So the decision is final. We won't have discussion forum moderators, so you do not have to worry about doing that or signing up for that. In order to help with communication and engagement, I'm going to go from 4 groups that we've been doing with discussion forums down to 3 groups. What this will do is we'll make the groups a little bit smaller, but it will allow you to have more diversity in opinions and allow you to get some more of your replies in. I want you to be very mindful of your APA formatting. I keep bringing it up because it's very important that you learn and do not develop bad habits now. As you move on in your academic career, you're going to continue to use APA over and over again, and there will be teachers who will start taking off points, significant points, and you may have some issues with plagiarism and different things like that. So I think it's really important for you to be mindful of your APA formatting and work on that. Use that Purdue link that I sent, which is a super helpful resource, and continue to be mindful of doing that. Another thing that I've noticed, some of you have done an outstanding job of posting pretty consistently throughout the week. I want to encourage everyone to make sure they are making their posts by Thursday. It's okay if you do it a day or two early, but also make sure you're doing your replies over the weekend. It's not going to earn you the full credit if you do all your replies on Sunday or if you do all your replies on Thursday or Friday, because you're going to miss out a significant chunk. So I'm hoping that moving to 3 groups will also help spread that out a little bit, but make sure you're posting throughout the weekend so you can earn your full credit. So for our projects, both the individual and the team projects, they're going to need to be hosted on the web. So it needs to be on a website with the URL. When you publish, you're going to want to make sure you select the HTML5 option, which will allow it to be played on a mobile device, but ultimately it needs to have a URL for it. So you have a couple options. The first option is that UNCC does offer some hosting space for students. If you go to hosting.uncc.edu and sign in with your Ninernet account, you should be able to request an account. You can also create a Weebly account or even use a Google site. I'm not really worried about where you post it. The important thing is that you're able to find a URL that you can upload your content to, that you will then be able to share. Because what we're going to do is you're going to be sharing that through a discussion forum, and also you're going to be sharing it with me as well. So the Captivate trial. Remember, it's a 30-day trial. If you haven't already done so, you should have downloaded and installed the Captivate trial. Your deadline is October 7th for your individual projects, so you should have been starting to work on that. As I mentioned previously, what we're going to do once we finish our Captivate project, I'm going to make 2 submissions. One, you're going to submit the URL to me through Canvas as the actual assignment link, and the second one is you're going to go into our discussion forum. There's going to be an individual project showcase. I'd like for each of you to post a link to your project and also a very short description, maybe 2 or 3 sentences just to introduce who the target audience is and what the purpose of the project was. This is going to be an opportunity for you to see each other's work and also to maybe get some ideas and also think about things as you move into your team projects. So I would strongly encourage that before you hit the deadlines coming up, to make sure you do the Articulate 360 or the 360 Rise tutorials. These are very helpful. It does take a little bit of time, but it's going to be very helpful for you to learn a bit more about Storyline 360 and also learn about Rise. It will also help you determine which one you want to use for your project. The reason why these tutorials are important to do at this early stage is I want you to understand what your tool that you're going to be working is able to do, because if you understand that, then you're going to have a better idea of how to propose and how to shape your project. So I wanted to sort of bring this up. This is, for lack of a better term, it's called CRAP. So it's contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. It's the Great Principles of Design. It's actually from Robin Williams, not the actor, the author. And I think it's a really great graphic, and it's something that you should really be thinking about as you move into your design projects. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with your individual projects.